Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 248. As you remember, Hrideya was being confronted by Arjuna. I have heard you talk. I've heard you say there's no one equal to you in skill and bravery. The time has come when you will have to prove your statements. I will see how you're going to escape alive from me. Hrideya laughed and said, I am just as keen, my dear Arjuna, to fight with you and fight to a finish, a duel with you. I do not want to waste my time in empty talk. Come, let us fight. They fought for a long time. The arrows of Hrideya were so swift that their path could not be followed by the eye. They were sharp. They wounded Arjuna and his horses and his charioteer too. Uttara Kumara stood his ground. The young prince had become a hero all of a sudden. So great was the influence of Arjuna. His bravery was contagious. For a long time, Hrideya withstood the onslaught of Arjuna. But finally, he had to admit defeat. His forehead, his neck, his shoulders, his arms, his broad chest were all covered by the arrows of Arjuna. Hrideya had to give up the fight. He had to abandon the fighting and run away from the field. Arjuna encountered Drona. Ashwatthama came to help his father when he found that Arjuna was winning. Arjuna was like a forest fire, burning up everything that came in his path. Drona, Ashwatthama, and Krupa were all defeated by Arjuna. He was like some divine fighter. He looked like no ordinary mortal. Bhishma came to their help. Arjuna defeated every one of them. He wanted to meet Duryodhana. He went in the direction where Duryodhana was stationed. The two encountered each other. The king was already disappointed at the way things were shaping up. He found his army being scattered in all the four directions by Arjuna. He opposed Arjuna valiantly, but he could not fight for a long time. Arjuna killed his horses and his elephants. Duryodhana could not withstand this powerful cousin of his. He had to run away from the field. Arjuna followed him with words which were sharper than his arrows. He said, You have today abandoned your fame and your reputation on this field of battle. Is it right for a Kshatriya to be a coward? Are you so fond of this life of yours that you are prepared to lose your name in exchange for it? What is life, after all? A few moments. You are behaving like a coward. Death on the battlefield is more to be desired than such a life. They've named you Duryodhana. It means that it's very hard to oppose you and fight with you. They call you Suyodhana. It means that you are a good fighter. You have today made both of your names meaningless by this your behavior. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Come, be a man. Fight. Stung by these cruel words of Arjuna, Duryodhana came back to fight. He fought like a wounded serpent. His pride was wounded. He had always been highly sensitive. He could not bear the insults that were being heaped on him. Hrideya came to his support on the right side. But it was not possible to defeat Arjuna. Drona and the rest of them came up and surrounded Arjuna once again. Arjuna decided that he'd caused enough havoc in the army. He invoked the astra called Sammohana. It had the power of making them all go into a trance. Prince Uttara Kumara saw the entire army fall down, as if in a faint. Arjuna remembered the request of the Princess Uttara. He told Uttara Kumara, They are all under a trance. Get down from the chariot, go near them and bring their mantles and upper clothes. Go to Krupa and remove from his shoulders the white silk he's wearing. Look at that beautiful yellow silk which is lying on the chest of Hrideya. Bring that. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.